Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the Potato Fields podcast. We have Pika this time. There's some dogs and there's a cat. Very nervous, which is understandable. So there's some cats and a dog. But yeah, it's been like a week since the last one. I said that would happen. There'll be like a bit of a break. Zelda has completely taken over my life. But yeah, we have Pika here today. We have some questions. There's more of a focus on the general questions as opposed to like the debate and game ones. But it's still some pretty good questions. We're gonna get a good discussion, mostly on my end because I've got some very interesting points. It's gonna be great. Pika is loving the dog. The dog is just sniffing. That's awesome. Okay. This Garfield. I was taming the cat. I just kept calling them Garfield. Well, anyway, I guess we can just jump straight into the first question with absolutely no delay. I mean, also the set. I'm quite happy with the set. It's very pink and very yellow. It's like our colours. It's very cool. But the first one, it's a lovely one. It's definitely not a reference to anything. But would you rather fight 100 chicken-sized zombies or 10 zombie-sized chickens?
Just to be clear, I wouldn't have any armor or weapons.
You would have no armor or weapons. I don't actually know the full quote, but 100 chicken-sized zombies or 10 zombie-sized chickens. It's definitely not a Minecraft story mode quote from like the very beginning of the game. Now, I think the answer is pretty obvious. I don't know why Jesse was so dumb and chose the wrong one. But zombie-sized chickens are the only answer. Chickens are dumb. Zombies probably are quite dumb. I don't know, they don't exist. But chickens are quite dumb.
I'd have to go with the giant chickens, not because I want to or because I think it would be easy, but because they would be an abomination.
I mean, 100 tiny zombies or 10 big chickens. Like chickens. Chickens are delicious. You just have big chicken.
Sorry, I just had to pull up the quote for that one.
I don't get anyone who would say 100 chicken-sized zombies. Why would you fight 100 chickens? Just 100 little zombies.
I don't know. It just seems quite
100 baby zombies. Phil's a lookout. But like, you know, the zombie-sized chickens are the only correct answer here.
True.
And no one can tell me otherwise. Like, you can't.
Minecraft story mode.
Minecraft story mode.
I mean, they're not wrong for that.
It's lovely. Also, that cat is really taking your fancy.
It really is.
Garfield is still just nodding at you, just telling you the answers.
Garfield. Garfield. It's kind of there.
To clarify, Pika is just staring at the cat. And has been for the past few minutes. It's lovely. Okay, I mean, there's not much else to really, discuss with the zombies and chickens. Like, it's a pretty cut and dry answer. You can't really, unless... No, there's literally no debating it. Zombie-sized chickens are possibly the most strategic. But the next question is a returning one from a previous podcast. Now, this one was such a divisive question that I had to bring it back. Now, Pika, how many holes does a straw have?
As in, like, a straw that you would drink out of?
A drinking straw, yes.
Oh, I thought you were something about, like, a hat with, like, a straw hat with like holes or something. I was gonna say.
Oh, a straw hat.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
thought you meant by that, like a straw hat or something.
I mean, do they have holes?
I don't know, but
I mean, valid, but no. I mean, like a drinking straw. How many holes does a drinking straw have?
they have two holes, like one
Oh,
at like, and then one
okay.
at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay, you are equally as wrong as the last person who had this
What?
question.
Oh
It's
wait, what?
one long continuous hole, right? One long hole that goes through the straw. Okay? Why do you say it's two? What makes you believe that it's two? Because this is a very split question. A lot of people are like split 50-50 on this one. So why would a straw have two holes? It's one long continuous one.
Yeah, it does look like a long continuous thing, but it's got like one at like one end, and then at the bottom it's like there's another one there, so you can just like put it in like the drink, and then you drink out of like the other hole.
So the two
That,
entrances is
yeah.
essentially because I mean I'm pretty sure it was Lion who had this question before, and he said actually I'm pretty sure it was Lion, and his example. So he said two holes, just like you did, and
Mm,
his example was think of a t-shirt, right? How many holes
mm.
does a t-shirt have? You'd say 4. Now, if you cover up the armholes, so you're just left with like the neck hole and the bottom of the shirt, that's 2 holes. But
Yeah.
that's very straw shaped. So why is that straw 1 hole? And I'm very split on that because yes, I do believe that a t-shirt would have 4 holes, but a straw has 1. And I don't know why, but it's 1 long hole.
But it's two.
It's
One
1
to put
long
three.
hole. Now, the example I gave last time was think of a donut. A donut, a
A
ring
donut
donut,
has one.
1 hole, exactly, yes. But it's the same kind of shape as a straw, just flatter. So why does a
A
donut
do-
have 1 hole and a straw would have 2?
but a donut is round. And has
So is a
one hole.
straw.
A straw is a pipe shape, but like thinner and smaller.
And if you crush that pipe, you're left with like a donut shape.
But that's if you were to like make it into like a circle from like both holes, then you just have like a little mini donut shaped thing.
But
That's
like the shape of the hole is the
Hmm.
same. It's a circle going through the object. So how come a donut has 1 hole and a straw has 2? This is what I mean. It's possibly the most divisive question we've had on the podcast.
But
And
wait, if you was to break up that said donut, then you could probably put like a little hole in there or somewhere. I guess if that's like
but
some people do.
I I I can't think of any other examples for the straw question. I just wanted to hear what you would believe.
Yeah,
And
but
you
I'm
believe
right.
wrong.
No, no, no. Listen, right. I'm right. It has two. It's one to drink out of and one to put the straw into like the drink. That's what.
Let's say you use a donut as a straw.
That's not even remotely
I'm
possible.
sure it is possible to use a donut as a straw. Now, if you did use a donut as a straw, does it now suddenly have 2 holes because it's now a straw?
I don't even know. This dude is.
Pika is just absolutely bawling right now.
I'm flabbergasted. I can't.
Absolutely flabbergasted.
I'm flabbergasted by this question because the straw had 2 holes. Not 1, 2! What do you see in the straws to have 1? What is this?
I've broken Pika. Absolutely broken.
Yes,
Still
you have.
absolutely mesmerized by Garfield. Has not faced the camera in the 10 minutes the recording's been going on. But I still love that because the donut has one hole. But by your reasoning, if you put that donut into some water and use it as a straw, it now has two. It seems like your reasoning is if there is a liquid passing through that straw, that makes it two holes, an entrance and an exit, right? That seems to be your reasoning.
No, but it already has an entrance and an exit.
Yeah, so your reasoning is along the lines of if it has an entrance and an exit for the liquid, then it's two holes.
Yes.
Let's say you have a ring donut and you put your finger through it.
It just becomes a
now
ring
it
finger,
has
right?
two entrances.
No, because if you put a donut on your hand and your finger, it just becomes a ring or something. That's all I can think of.
Does a ring have two holes?
No, it has one.
Okay, so if you have if a ring has one hole and you get a bunch of rings and you stack them on top of each other, how many holes does it have? Is it still the one long continuous hole?
Yes. Yes.
Just like a straw then.
Yes,
Which has...
it's one continuous hole because it's just like one
So
thing stuck on top of another.
So that's exactly what I've been saying. If a ring has one hole and you stack enough of them on top of each other, it's still one long continuous hole, just like a straw. I'd love that in like a few podcasts time, if I ask this question again, like one day we can end up with like a compilation of just me asking this same question to people. It's such a good question. Okay.
That's the biggest question you've ever asked.
So in conclusion, I'm correct.
No. In conclusion, I'm right.
In conclusion, one long continuous hole.
I'll let you have that. One long continuous hole for a straw.
I do love this question a lot. Mostly because of just how decisive it is and just it splits a lot. Like I don't know, it's not as easy as you think it would be, but I don't know, I read out the question. Okay, we'll move on from straws. We'll move on from the topic of straws and holes and donuts and rings and putting fingers in the donut. Right. Okay. So the game questions this time were sourced from Discord. We didn't come up with any of these two. So the first one is from Acing. Now, these questions are to be answered by both of us, but there is a very clear focus on you for these questions.
Yeah, I kind of figured that because they're mostly catered around games I play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in every one of these podcasts. If anyone has a question for me, you know, there's all the time in the world for that. But it's very rare to have Pika on the podcast. So Acing's question is, what's your favorite Pokemon? Now, to clarify...
Well, I mean, it's already obvious. Like, come on now.
Yeah, but it could be like a... I don't know, but maybe Pika isn't your... Maybe Pikachu isn't your favorite. Maybe it's... I don't know Pokemon. I can't give an example. I don't know Pokemon at all.
That's understandable, but like...
But is it actually Pikachu? Because it might not be.
To be fair, right? It is, but there's just like a few others that's like also up there.
Okay, which ones?
Is. So there's like that like rabbit, I guess, whatever. Would it be better if I just send pictures of to like what they are?
Do you know their names?
No, completely forgot. Because I can't even catch up with the Pokemon. Oh,
So your favorite ones you didn't even know the names of. I mean, if you have pictures, sure, I'll try and describe them, which I think might be quite funny if I try and describe the ones. The people watching, I'll just put up an image on screen, but anyone listening, you'll have to be subjected to me try and describe them. Okay. Oh no, I know this one. I know this one because I played Sword and Shield. It's evolution of Skull Bunny, I think.
Yeah.
The taller one. I know that, the taller one. Yeah. I know that one because that one was my starter in Sword and Shield. That one I drew for you once.
Yes, you did. And
I don't know what they're called. They look like a little black and red cat.
They're a cat.
A little black and red cat, bright yellow eyes, fucking Dr. Eggman looking ass. No, okay. I mean, I don't play the Pokemons, but I am legally required to mention that I am looking after Sean's Yamper plush.
Yamper?
Sean has a Yamper plush, and when I left his, I wanted to take Yamper on an adventure, so Yamper is currently sleeping in my bed, as he usually does. I do like Yamper, he's quite cute, but he's also Sean's favourite.
That is a cute doggo Pokemon.
He is quite a cute doggo Pokemon, but no, Sean does like his Yamper, which is why I'm looking after it. I have a GameCube control. It's like a Switch one, but it's like a wireless one, and it has, I think it's called Espion. I think the name rings a bell. I think it's Espion. It's like pink or something. I don't actually remember what it looks like. I just know it has one on the front of the controller. I haven't looked at the controller in a while, so I've actually forgotten what they look like. But I do have a controller with that. But no, I don't know Pokemon like at all.
That's understandable. I mean, a lot of people don't really know it, so it's like...
yeah, I don't know. It's not really for me. It's just...
Yeah.
I did play Sword and Shield for like... not much, probably like 5 hours total. I didn't get very far. I think I played like a bit of White, but I don't know. I was like 10. Okay, we'll move on to the next question, because this one... this one I'm personally really looking forward to hearing your answer for.
I can already tell where this is going.
Okay, so this is a Zombies question, J Manic. And they asked, so this is for both of us, but very heavily directed towards Pika. The question is, how much have you spent on Fortnite? Now, I'll say first.
Wait, what did they mean though? Like, as in like money spent on the game, or just like? Oh, I thought they meant like play hours spent on.
I guess if you know that, that's also a lovely thing to share with the class. But I will say first. So I started playing in like chapter 1, season 3, whatever it was, like very early on, and I don't play that much. Like I have small phases where I play it. Sometimes I buy the current season pass, whatever, battle pass, but I don't play that much. I've probably spent about £40 to £50. It's what, $50-$60, like not that much at all. Pika.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, first off, if you have like an estimate for your playtime, I would love to hear it.
I think there might be a way for me to check the.
I think it's a thing on Epic. Yeah, Slate Smile.
Yeah.
I am very interested to hear that playtime. I haven't got a clue, but I'm pretty sure it is a thing on there.
I know it's a thing, but like I want to check the actual amount, so it's like actually accurate.
Is it not like under like the details for like Fortnite or something? I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna try and open up Epic myself and just see if I can find my playtime, because I don't play that much, but I have had a few phases where I played like non-stop for a week or so. So it might have added up to quite a bit. But it's definitely a lot less than you. Definitely a lot less.
Oh, that's a lot of playtime.
Oh no, what is it?
I think it's 7,000. I'm not sure, but it's 7,902 hours. 7,902 hours and 10 minutes spent on Fortnite alone since I started playing the game.
You've got like 8,000 hours in Fortnite.
I regret I regret every decision, but this game is bringing me back to it at some point, like with like everything they do.
I know you have a lot of hours in Fortnite, but 8,000? I'm impressed.
Yeah.
And don't you like mostly play like creative as well? I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, I play Zero Build and Creative.
Oh, Zero Build and Creative. Okay. But
yeah, because
8,000 hours.
like,
I am impressed. Like, I know you had a lot of hours in Fortnite, but I did not think for a second it would be any more than 2,000. 8,000.
Yeah.
Now, my closest comparison is my Minecraft server, which I've been running for like 3 years now.
Right.
And I think... So I've been running my Minecraft server for like 3 years. And I think across all the seasons, I have about maybe 3,000 hours. And I spend a lot of time working on that server.
That is a lot of hours spent on Minecraft. Holy.
That's nothing compared to your 8,000 in Fortnite. That is impressive.
That's fair.
That is genuinely impressive. Also, I can't sign into Epic Games because it signed me out. And I can't remember the email that I used. So, it's definitely not going to be anywhere close to 8,000 though. My guess is probably around 200 hours.
Oh god. That
200.
is still a lot.
I mean, over the course of like however many, probably like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
200 hours isn't that much. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom came out 1 week ago today, and I've got 60 hours in it.
How?
Non-stop playing, that's how. It came out a week ago today. I launched it for the first time the very second it launched digitally. And I've been playing it like non-stop.
That's understandable.
It's amazing.
Let's be honest. That is a very fun game to play.
It's a very good game.
Fun.
It is really good. Like, I'm not going to talk much about it because there are people watching who don't want to be spoiled. But all I will say is that
I've only seen the beginning, like, of the game.
Yeah,
so...
it's really cool. It's really cool. I'm not going to spoil anything, but all I will say is that Tears of the Kingdom makes Breath of the Wild genuinely feel like a demo. Like, a lot of people have said that, but there is so much in the game. Everything is just done in such a well-perfected way. It's really good. I'm not going to talk much about it, but I could do an entire podcast talking about Zelda. Like, I'm not going to do that, but I could.
You could do that at some point, honestly.
I wanted to. The set right below us right now, it's partially Zelda themed because I wanted to do a mini podcast just talking about Zelda, like the day before Tears of the Kingdom came out, but no one was free, so I couldn't do it, which was fair. I did it on like no notice. I was like, yeah, by the way, guys, I'm in a VC. If you guys want to join and talk about Zelda, be my guest. No one was free. But no, it's such a good game. But no, Fortnite. Now
now you probably want to know how much I've spent money-wise on the game, right?
Yeah. I almost moved on, completely forgetting that you haven't answered that question yet. Now, Pika is the sort of person to have every known skin or whatever. Like every time you have a new emote and you know, Pika's there and you do the emote, chances are you're just going to do the same thing because you have like everything. Yeah. There are very few things that you don't have from what I've seen.
Right. I don't know the exact amount that was spent on this game, but I've probably spent, like, as a guess, I've probably spent like maybe 1 million, if not more, a bit more or
A million?
less.
Oh, is that V-Bucks?
I don't know, but if you want, I could show you everything that I've spent on these conversations.
I just haven't got a like. I'm just very interested to hear like the actual like a rough amount for the amount of you spent on Fortnite.
I don't even know the exact amount though.
There's a quick Fortnite screen share which I can't record, but
I'll show you
it's just the wardrobe, and it goes on for so long. Like the scroll bar on that locker is really small.
This just goes on for ages.
There's so many skins there.
And
I
that's
can't
not
show it
even
because
the bomb.
it's a screen recording and I'm not recording Discord, but trust me when I say that there are genuinely hundreds of skins here. And a lot of them look like really premium ones as well.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so there's no specific amount that you can say you've spent, but definitely a lot. Oh, that is insane. How much V-Bucks do you have? How many V-Bucks do you have on your account? About 3,000. Okay, that's a very respectable amount, given the amount of skins you have.
Mm-hmm. Not even. That's not.
That is insane. Wow, okay. It puts the amount I've spent. It's a shame. I just spent the amount of like a normal game on Fortnite, and then there's Pika. Every released collectible of any kind. So the next question is yours. Would you like to read it out?
What is your favorite animal, and if so, would you have them as a pet?
Yeah, so what's your favorite animal is the part that I'm not much of an animal person. I'd be very basic if so and just say a cat. But I don't really have a favorite animal, not really. I used to really want fish, but I'm too lazy for that. I love how the cat and the dog, the Garfield and the dog, they're still just looking at you and sniffing you like they have been for the past half an hour. It's great.
Yeah.
But no, so Pika, your favorite animal?
Cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs, okay. Which is great because there's one of each right next to you. And sniffing. No, I don't really have... I don't know, I'm not much of an animal person. Just a cat. I want a cat. I would love a cat. But,
Yes.
okay, so the last question's the final one. It's a bit of a shorter podcast this time, but...
if you was to go anywhere on holiday, anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Which I think is a really good question. I, once again, just like the last one, I'm really basic. I don't really want to travel too much, but if I could go anywhere, there's no like places in particular that I want to visit. Just countries. Just if I could go any two countries, I'd either go Canada or Sweden. Like from what I've heard, Canada and Sweden sound really nice. But I'm not much of someone who really wants to travel and stuff. I don't know. I'm the sort of person who's happy enough just sitting in my room vibing. However, this is your question. What have you got there, Pika?
I would probably go like anywhere, like
just anywhere.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere that you'd prefer to go?
In Pacific, not really, because I just want to try and travel somewhere, like anywhere.
That's fair. So what, would you do that thing that you see people do where they just like have a globe and they spin it and they throw a dart at it? Would you be down for that? Because I would not do that. I would not do that.
What is that like a bad idea for like people to do? Or
no, it's
like...
just me. I'm not really one to really travel to places that are very unfamiliar to me. I don't know. I'm not the sort of person to really do that. I don't know. I don't know. I only said my answers mostly because they don't. I don't know. I don't really know. They just sound nice from what I've heard. I don't know a lot about other places, to be fair. I don't know a lot.
Neither do I.
No, I have nothing else to add. Nothing at all. The awesome Pikachu playing Dolphin Emulator.
I just opened that randomly.
Just mid podcast, you just whip out the me channel. That was an old thing that we used to say, because it was like 5 a.m. at one point, and Pika was just emulating the me channel. It was great. Just 5 in the morning, like literally the moment it turned 5 in the morning, Pika just goes on the me channel. It was lovely. So there was a time like a year or so after that where I recreated it because I was just staying up one night and just decided to do the same thing. So I went onto the me channel at 5 a.m. It's tradition. It's great. What are you doing on Dolphin though? That's the question.
Literally nothing, just like browsing the game selection I have.
You're just on Dolphin, you're not playing anything.
Yep. I just have it open and I don't know why.
Ah, that's awesome. Okay. Well, that's it for the questions that we have. There wasn't much to talk about. I don't know, it was a nice, good one. I had like a week-long break, so this was a nice getting me back into things type thing. It was great having you here, Pika. It was awesome. It was very epic, slight smile.
It was very...
It was a shorter podcast, but in Pika's defense, nerves, which is understandable, which is completely understandable.
Yeah, this is first time thing, so...
Yeah, it's fair. You don't really talk too much.
No,
We haven't really heard you speaking like a call or anything for a while, so I'm sure it was a lot. So thank you for being here. It was very epic.
It was very fun.
It was very nice. It was very slight smile.
It was very slight smile.
Very slight smile. I'm not going to say who the next guest is, but all I will say is that it's someone that none of you would expect. It's very epic, slight smile. I have to say epic slight smile, like non-stop when Pika's around. I don't know why I do it, I just do. But no, this guest will either be the next podcast or the one after. I'm not sure yet. It just depends on when they're free. So the next guest might not be that. We'll see. Regardless, the next one's still going to be epic. I have a good amount of really cool questions that I want to ask people. So I can't wait to use them. But once again, Pika, thank you for being here. It was very epic. I hope Garfield and the dog has kept you calm when they've been sniffing you this whole time. They've just been nodding and sniffing this whole time.
Yeah.
And also, Lumi has been climbing the bookshelf. His grip strength is very impressive. He has not fallen.
That's very impressive.
But anyway, thank you all for watching. It was great. And yeah. Bye, everyone.